Hey y'all, this is Shar with Law for Love. I'm here to mess with you today because I started this conversation by just expressing my revelation into my own energetic gender transition, right? How masculine I behave. And I began to have these conversations with my husband. So Dr. Selassie is an amazing mind, and he is the laboratory for a lot of my growth and development. And we've been talking about these things right now. So like imagine me having to come to my husband and be like, okay, so I'm recognizing and I'm kind of like I move like a dude, and I'm really trying to unpack this because I want to heal and I want to help other women like really understand where we've gone wrong in terms of what we believe or understand femininity to be. And let me tell y'all something. The more that my husband and I we've been kind of reasoning this out, come to find out, we need to debunk these words, masculine and feminine. So before we do that, let's talk about the difference between male and female. Male has a penis, and male's reproductive gamete, what they call it in the scientific world, I have to go a little Dr. Selassie on y'all. His gamete is a seed. Okay, so we look at nature a lot of times to understand the laws of creation. He carries seed, and the way that he deposits seed into the earth is by his projectile, his penis. The woman carries egg, female. So there's male and female. Female carries egg and incubates seed when it has combined with the egg. She is an incubator. Her body is made to incubate, deliver, and nourish new life. That is the difference. Those differences, when we start looking at male and female, the distinction is hormonal. Testosterone and the female hormones. I'm sorry, Dr. Selassie, progesterone and estrogen. Okay? Male and female, we find these concepts in the beginning, in Genesis. He made them both, male and female. Seed, incubator. Okay? So there's no argument there. But where things get real ratchet and where I'm pissed off to uncover as a result of these conversations, I'm having these conversations with everybody, y'all, is that where the heck did masculine and feminine originate as concepts in our cultural understanding? Because if you think back and you go back to like the most traditional forms of these concepts, masculine, and I'm gonna be real basic here. Masculine is protector, provider. That's what many of us in the traditional cultural concept were taught, that men are supposed to protect and they are supposed to provide, right? And we were taught that women are supposed to be nurturing and women are emotional. Those are the basic understandings that we have from general basic gender roles. So then I was like, okay, so I had these conversations with my Heavenly Father because he is the spirit of truth. He is the source of all truth. But I'm like, I need an understanding here. What did he tell me to go? He said, go look at the lion. Because my laws are built into creation. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go look at the lion. You look at the female lion. Hold up, wait a minute. Homegirl, she has the babies, right? She is raising those cubs. When you learn about a female lion, come close to her with her cubs and you're going to see protective. And not only that, the primary hunter and provider in a lion pride, like I'm not saying that the male lion, he partners up too, but the primary provider in the lion kingdom is the lioness. Like your girl is serious. Your girl is having the babies, nurturing the babies, protecting those babies, and providing for the pride while she teaching the babies how to hunt. But she is like a queen for real. So I'm just gonna put an X on this concept called masculinity, because the lioness does what we've been taught men are supposed to do. Now let's look at the female side. So then you have nurturing and you have emotional. And now here I'm gonna speak to the human kingdom on this one, because I'm gonna tell you something. I have been in family practice for 13 years now, and a lot of the husbands that I have interfaced with are more nurturing of their children than their wives. Like, but they're men. So who said that a man can't be nurturing? And the big lie, like the real big one that really set me free in the way that I dealt with my husband many years ago, I used to believe that, I had a monopoly on having feelings in a relationship. So basically, if my feelings was hurt, like nothing else was about to get done until my feelings were addressed, because he didn't have feelings. Why? Because I believe that my feelings, they meant more. I was supposed to be emotional, and he was supposed to just let me be emotional, and he was supposed to just get over it. And he ain't have no emotions. So this feminine definition is a lie too. So we've come up with these ways of trying to make sense of something that's make-believe. And now we call it male energy and female energy. But it's all based on something that's fake. That's why we're calling it energy. The more I was like, okay, for lack of a better term, masculine energy, for lack of a better term, feminine energy. But I go back to the spirit of truth. I go back to the scriptures. I couldn't find an equivalent concept in the original law. I couldn't find an equivalent concept in creation. So we're going to just debunk this masculine female stuff, y'all. Because masculine feminine stuff, this stuff is a lie. Both men and women are protective. Both men and women are providers. Both men and women are nurturing. And both men and women have emotions. Period. We just debunked masculinity or masculine energy and femininity or feminine energy. And next week, I'm going to prove it to you by discussing another animal who really depicts what the issue is between men and women and why it has absolutely nothing to do with this make-believe that we have attached to our gender. What is gender even? Like, what is that? We need to unpack some stuff. And we'll talk about it next time. I love you all.